Alright, what's going on guys? Today, I would like to talk about the Rising Sun flag. Recently, this flag and this design is a very controversial matter between Japan and South Korea. You can see a lot of news that South Korea criticized the Japanese people showed this flag on the public, and the similar design was used on many occasions. Today, we gonna know why they got so angry about this flag and design, and also I'd like to share my opinion about this criticism. First of all, let me talk about history of Rising Sun flag. This design, similar to the flag of Japan, has been regarded as a good fortune from long ago, so this design was used traditionally, such as the mark of samurai family and some kinds of rituals. Today, you can see these designs in Japan, such as with fishing boat, hoping for big catch, and some company's logo. This is a typical design that is used by the Japanese fishing boat, and this design is Asahi News logo. That is one of the most prestigious newspaper company in the world. So why this design is so controversial right now? That's because this design was used by the Imperial Military Japanese Army. The Imperial Japanese Army first adopted the Rising Sun flag in 1870, and in 1910, Japan annexed South Korea, so they feel offended when they see this flag and these kinds of design. South Korean people often say this symbol and design is a symbol of Nazi of Germany, so they got angry whenever they see this kind of design, and even though for Japanese people it's difficult to say whether it is Rising Sun flag design or not. For example, this Japanese national football uniform was once criticized by South Korean people, and also this Japanese national gymnastic uniform was criticized as well because it looks like Rising Sun flag design for Korean people. Okay, we know that. But I think this was not controversial when I was a kid. Furthermore, I didn't even know what Rising Sun flag is. What is this design so controversial recently? Everybody tend to study history more nowadays. What happened? This Google Trend shows some kinds of answer. This graph shows that Google Trend of Rising Sun flag in both Japan and South Korea. As you can see, this word was not so popular in both countries 10 years ago, and maybe several years ago, this word became popular gradually in both nations. Yes, which corresponds with my impression. But is there an onset of the popularity of this word? Or this peak may be first time to become popular. What happened in January 2011? On 25 January 2011, during the 2011 AFC Asian Cup semi-final match between Japan and South Korea, a Korean football player scored and he celebrated his goal with mocking monkey, suggesting that Japanese are monkey. According to The Guardian, he said he saw the Rising Sun flag in the stadium and felt offended. That's why he mocked the monkey to insult Japanese people. However, any source of showing Rising Sun flag in the stadium have not confirmed yet. I'd say this is the start of recent controversy. Finally, let's talk about what should we do. First of all, this is my opinion and not all of Japanese people. I basically understand the feeling of Korean people's view that when they see this kind of design, they feel offended whether it is used for supporting the Imperial Japanese Army or not, so I'd say we should not bring this flag in the international sports event or something like that. I think the Japanese government also want to avoid this matter, so it will guide us not to bring these kind of things in the international events as closer to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. But this will not be implemented perfectly, So sadly though, there will be condemnation from South Korea in the future again. Whenever they criticize this design, many Japanese people will remember again the racism act of a Korean football player, because his act itself was also a part of history. Thank you guys for watching these videos. This is a very controversial topic right now, and there are many opinions. Please write your comments below. I'd say the internet helps us to share the many viewpoints, and knowing is a giant step for mankind.